Welcome to the King's Court.
Ro has subscribed for 35 months. It is going higher and higher.
And so, another Monday is upon us. Which means one and only one thing. Alright, we find ourselves back in Modding Monday over here. Welcome everyone, welcome. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. And we are ready to do some modding. Guys, I hope we're ready to do some modding, okay? Listen, I have some, first of all, the first thing I've planned is not as crazy, but the second thing, I'm telling you, the second thing is pretty crazy, okay? What happened last stream? Quite a few things. Germans be German. Are you German? I am German. Jawohl, so sieht das aus. You sounded German somehow. It might be the case because of that case, yeah. Please, Kaupenjoe. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. You like my hair? Yeah, listen, okay, I thought I'd get a haircut, you know. It was just the same old boring stuff, man. You know, you gotta do some other stuff sometimes, you know. I think that's fair. What did you do? You know, it is what it is, you know. Converting NeoForge to Fabric and Kotlin. Well, Kotlin I have no opinion on, or no, I don't know. NeoForge to Fabric should be doable. Should be doable. You look different. Probably different glasses, isn't it? Probably different glasses. Oh man, oh man. GTA haircut. Who is this lady? Excuse me? Excuse me? Have you never seen a dude with long hair before? I guess not. Wait a second. Look at this. Ask the ladies in chat. This is what they want. Okay? How to make entity on Fabric 121.3. I suggest what you do is you go to my entity tutorial for 121.1, and then you go to the update video for 121.3, and you combine both of those, and then you know how to do it. That would probably be the best thing to do. Other than that, Fabric does have a I think a wiki on this somehow. Kaupenjoe. What the heck? Kaupen looks normal, not gonna lie. Did you see the sub that came in during the start screen? 35 months in a row. Hot damn, brother. Hot damn. That's 3 years soon. Yeah. Luna, hello, hello. Fade from Valorant. Is that okay? Is that a thing? I don't know. I haven't played Valorant. Is WD here? WD? Can you confirm or deny? You play Valorant. I know that. I know this. So it's already been over 3 years. God damn, bro. I am indeed. There you go. Can you confirm or deny? WD? Is this a Valorant character? I love Valorant. Yeah, then like take a look. Is this the hair of a Valorant character? I genuinely don't know. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. When do we get more sub badges? Listen, okay? Don't even at me. Do we know when Kaupenjoe is going to be back? Probably not. Me too. I play Valorant. Nice. You do tutorials on custom crafting tables. So, not today. We have about, I would say like 3 or 4 things planned for the day, okay? The first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you how you can make a per face texture using Fabric 121.1 with data gen for blocks. Sounds a little crazy, but you will see that it's not going to be as crazy as it sounds, because that was a requested topic via email. A second thing that we're going to take a look at is we're going to try to somehow oh Jesus, that's not at all what I want to do. We're going to try to do continue the pedestal. And what we're going to do in the pedestals is we are going to do
accompany me to glory
pedestal
or
stuff.
doom.
Oh, WD, thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. Thank you. We're going to try to make
Accompany
recipes
me
for it.
to glory
No
or
idea
doom.
if that's going to be able to be done. Spit365, thank you for the follow as well. And
Welcome to the
WD,
King's
thank you
Court.
for the... Why is this so unbelievably low volume for me, the notification? I don't understand that. It's fine for you guys, right? The notification sounds? It's just very, very low for me. It's fine. Yeah. Also, WD, thank you for the subscription. Thank you. So the first thing is Fabric. The second step is NeoForge. So that is the idea for the time being. That is the whole shebang. Listen, we have to balance it somehow, okay? It's not easy. You're welcome, my long-haired streamer. Of all the things to say, man. Of all the freaking things to say. My long-haired streamer. Listen, okay? It is what it is. What's your favorite mod loader to write mods for? I mean, at the end of the day, I always switch nowadays between NeoForge and Fabric. It just is the case. Both of them are totally fine. If you're working in anything that's above 121.1, or if anything that is 121.1 or above, for Fabric or NeoForge are both totally fine, basically. That's totally okay. Either one of those is fine. So, I don't know if any one of you noticed. Maybe some of you have, maybe some of you haven't. I released a couple of shorts. Let me show you. Just a second over here. I think some of you have seen the shorts. The shorts look kind of like the following. Let me see. These ones. The first row over here. Actually, did more than I thought. I'm gonna be real. Did more than I thought. Like more numbers as that. This one, yeah. So the crash out over here, genuinely, people took this way too seriously. Like the crash out is like, you know, it's like entirely reasonable crash out, valid crash out. So that's all fine, right? It's like hearing Kaupenjoe crash out is like hearing the one really chill friend crashing out. And then who else was it? Wait a second. There's another one that was pretty crazy. He's right. Getting something to work is the most important step. It depends on what you're doing. Like, and then some of them were just like crazy. What else was there? Isn't it just the first draft? Yes. I can't remember. There was one of them that was like pretty crazy, but like, I don't know. So basically the crash out was kind of like this.
Genuine question now. I'm about to crash out. I'm actually about to crash out. Have you ever written code? Genuine question.
Well, people were upset that I had this. I cannot even show it. No, wait a second. Did I already? Wait a second. I think I already refactored it. I did. So you can see that this is the basically some people were upset about the indenting over here, right? Because I got like an if statement and then another if statement and then another if statement. And then basically I said, listen, did you ever write code before? Because obviously what's happening here is that first of all, I'm live writing code on stream, which is gonna produce worse code one way or the other. But even push that aside, the reason why I did it this way is to go through the logic step by step. What is the logic? Do I have side pedestals? Yes. Do I have a side pedestals? Do they have items? Yes. Do I have items in the main pedestal? Yes. Then we do something. That's the reason why I did it this way, right? To go through the logic. That's the reason. Now, if you want the refactored version, you could do something like this, for example, right? So you can do, you know, doesn't have any side pedestals. Oh, we can return. Do the side pedestals have any items? No, they don't. We can return. Is there no item in the main pedestal? We can return. And then if all of those are basically, you know, if all of those checks are through, then we can remove the items and then we can exchange them. And additionally here, I also changed up this a little bit to make this a little bit nicer to read. The has item in inventory is a little bit more generalized and stuff like that. But overall, it's fine. Why not or chain them? So the issue is, if you chain them, I believe that would look even worse, right? So if you did this, so this, and then this, and then this, I don't think that this is necessarily an improvement over here. I don't think this is an improvement, right? Has side pedestals and this and this. It's fine. Either one works. This is probably the cleanest solution-ish. The other one is okay as well. But yeah, basically, I just said that while I'm writing over this is obviously not production level code. But yeah. So that's sort of like, I think, nice hair, bro. Thank you. Thank you. You know, you have public mods. Yes, I do. Listen, okay, I did it. I've seen the message 8 times now. Live on stream, I cannot help. There's 2 ways that you can try to solve this. You can join the Discord server under the following. Let me just link this quickly, and then you can go to the help channels and make a new thread in the help channels. Please do read the rules properly and make sure to follow them, of course. And yeah, then basically maybe someone can help you there because the issue is that if you're like, I'm stuck on X, I can't help you, right? That's not really that's not really what we can do here live on stream. But there you go. Is transforming into the guy. The guy? Like the guy that, the guy? Can you compare Fade Valorant? Let me see. Okay, let me take a look. I mean, I don't know, guys. This is not, I mean, it's a little bit of a different hairstyle, okay? I don't think so. I don't think so. I do not believe that that's the case. Okay, let me show you. Let's see. Oh, Jesus, this is not at all what I wanted to do. Really? Okay, there you go. So I got a couple of mods. The carved pumpkins, we got ancient traits. I mean, this is not really relevant. The magnificent staffs, parkour blocks, resource slimes. Let's not talk about that one. Please, let's not talk about that one. And yeah, there you go. Finally caught a stream. Let's go. What did I just join in? Listen. Listen, Modding Monday, you never know what you're gonna get, okay? It's gonna be... If you want to learn modding from me, you have to accept that I'm just a little bit nuts, okay? It is true. Listen, okay? Surely, okay, listen. I will say this one more time. I did it for you. If you spam one more time, I will have to time you out. I told you to join the Discord server and to make a thread in the help channels. If you can't do that, we are unable to help you live on stream over here. Please. When you said join the Discord and make a help thread. Yeah, I did talk to this person. That's okay. I have a question. How do you pixel, for example, the pink garnet items? Well, that's the thing. I didn't. I have an artist that does that. But you can use GIMP, you can use Paint.net, you can use Sprite, you could Photopea is an online platform that also works. Russian Discord don't work. Sorry. Well, then right now I'm unable to help that at that point. That's sadly going to be the thing. The other way that I said that you could quit Russia. That's not. Listen, okay. That's not as easy as you make it out to be. CC Studio, okay? CCC Studio. There you go. I personally do use Paint.net. Yeah, Paint.net. I use Photoshop because I'm not gonna say it. I would. No, because I listen, okay? Because I'm an Adobe slut, okay? It's just the case. I don't know what else to tell you, okay? I don't know. It's a bummer, man. It's a bummer. But listen, okay? They raise the prices again. These motherfuckers. Holy. I'ma go insane. What about AI-generated textures? So the issue about AI-generated textures is that usually pixel art on AI is really not good. Like, pixel art is not, like, AI cannot do good pixel art. That's like one of the things. What are pedestal recipes? We're gonna show that in a second. Let me just quickly fix my hair out here. Wait a second. Oh, Jesus. Oh, look at that. Oh, my nice flowing locks. There you go. Oh my gosh, you're streaming. I remember learning Forge modding from your series like 2 years ago. Thank you for making them. Well, that is awesome to hear. Absolutely amazing. That's crazy. Like, every time when I think about it, I'm like, I go to, I mean, Jesus, look at this shit. Look at this, right? So like, you go on here, you go oldest, 4 years ago. So the 1.16 tutorial, let's not listen to it. Okay, let's not listen to it. 7th of June? That's like literally 4 years ago. God damn. Listen to this guy. Listen to this guy. Alright, welcome to this tutorial where we set up Forge for Minecraft modding in 1.16.5. There is also a written version of this tutorial. Yeah, let's not talk about the blog, okay? Let's not do that. Let's not talk about the blog, please. I wonder if you will be able to make the data gen for the JSON files you make. I don't know. I don't know. Plus, AI art is some of the worst for stealing content without permission. I mean, that is, you're not wrong. I mean, there's a difference between the ethical arguments, the like whatever it produces, like if it's good or bad arguments. There's a lot of different arguments that we can. We talked about AI before, like a little bit, and like one of the issues is the following, right? I mean, right, when we talk about AI, okay, wait. When we talk about generative AI, obviously this is the thing, right? Because AI itself, that's not the issue, right? Because AI has been around forever, okay? The thing that people are, let's say, upset about is the generative AI that has been emerging, let's say, in the recent years. Now, the issue on this, as I've previously stated, is you can be against it. You can be anti-AI. That is totally fine. That's a stance that you can take. And you can say, oh, you have to ban it, whatever. Even that, it's fine. One of the general issues that I have is even if, let's say, the EU and USA and whatever, the West in general, right? If all of these people, right, if all of these peoples ban it, You know who's not going to ban it? China. You know who's not going to ban it? India. They don't give a frick what the EU and USA says. So that's where the issue comes in, where it's like, if you say, oh, this is so bad, it's sort of like, it's one of those things where we should get rid of nukes. Yeah, I agree with you. That would be the best case scenario. But you first. It's not going to happen, right? So this is why, this is like, if you look at it globally, the issue is unbelievably complicated to solve. That's why this is not, that's why, yes, it would be probably best if we are like, hey, let's actually put like a 1-year pause on generative AI research. Sure. And you know what? Everyone might even like sign that treaty, bro, right? Like it could be the case. Everyone could sign that treaty. Huh. But you think that not one of the countries is going to be like, let's just do it on the down low. Who's gonna check that every country is not gonna just do generative AI research in that time? So I don't know. You can apply it to any law. I mean, yeah, sure. I'm Indian, bro. Yeah, no. The reason why I said India is like, you know, you're not becoming in nation. You know, you're going up. So there you go. How are people messaging the chat on his screen? I just have it on screen. The only thing I'm against is seeing AI slops in shops. You're gonna be probably seeing more than that. It's a pretty hard problem to fix. That's the thing, like, the genie's out of the bottle. Pandora's box is opened. We shouldn't ban X because other countries won't follow. Well, listen, okay? I'm somewhat with you. My reasoning is as follows. Or let's say my breadth of this is like, when the arguments come in, we don't want it to be like things to be stolen. We don't want these things to be used. In my opinion, if you are against it because of those reasons, it would have to be wholesale, like used nowhere. But if you're like, oh, we're gonna just ban it here, but not ban it there, it's still gonna be stolen at that point. I don't like it. It doesn't make any sense to me in that instance. Right, and then there's other implications and other concerns, right? If, for example, you're concerned, oh, this like it takes so much energy. It's like, all right, you're right. It does take a lot of energy. EU, USA ban it. China's gonna just spin up 15 more nuclear power plants, and they're just gonna continue. So, and also it also has like an insane amount of other implications, right? It's not just the stuff like where it steals stuff. It's a lot of other things. The problem is AI slop videos. I think the problem is that I don't know. I just think that most of the time the AI conversation, it's interesting, but I think it's kind of, I don't want to say it's useless, because obviously a conversation is not necessarily useless, but like, it's just hard. I don't even have anything against the technology. I just take issue with how it's unregulated alongside capitalism. Maybe it's complicated as how I see it. I believe this is the case. So one of the biggest things is that a lot of people, and this just comes down to the internet, because the internet can do this best. It's either the worst thing in the world imaginable. Did anyone see that Twitter tried to cancel Markiplier for using ChatGPT once in his video? Like, are you delusional? Have you lost your mind? Like, that's insane, right? And that's the level of like, you can either be like, go into the one direction where it's like, this is the worst thing in the entire world, and if you even look at it once, you should be slain in Minecraft. Or it's on the other way, you're like, bro, just use AI, man. So basically the problem is capitalism. I think the problem is a lot of things. I don't think that it's as easy as saying this one tiny thing or one thing is the problem. I think there's about, I don't know, a combination of about 28 problems put together. I think that's the issue. What the fuck is going on? Wait a second. I'm not even seeing it. Where's Public? I'm learning. I want to create my own commands. Are you gonna do a commands video in Fabric 118? I'm not gonna go back to old methods right now. The real problem is humanity. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that either because it sounds way too genocidal. It's like it's the same way where it's like, you know, when the planet would be great if there's no humans, and I'm like, start yourself, my friend. I don't like that. I don't like that at all because it's so anti-human to the core. When we have our best moments, we can do an incredible amount of great things. It's just the case. And there are so many people who are doing so many great things. But also what happened to your hair. I love Double Pie, how you just noticed it. But yeah, basically, we can do a lot of amazing things. The issue is just that basically all of the good is offset by all of the bad that people are doing. I think we still are possibly moving in a little bit of a positive direction. From time to time, we move in a negative direction, then we move in a positive one again. It is what it is. The hair is actually AI. No, it's real hair. I mean, it's not real hair as in like, well, you know what I mean. As you know what I mean. It's not like, but I will have to take the wig off in a second because it is getting unbelievably warm under this. Like, it's actually crazy. It's just saying like we should stop using oil. Yeah, it would be cool, but our whole world is built on oil and how it runs. Yeah. That is very true. Clearly not a wig. You're right, you're right. It's my glorious hair, you're right. I'm just getting into modding. Should I be using NeoForge, Fabric, or Forge? It depends on what version you want to mod in. If you want 121,
glory or doom.
121, then Forge, NeoForge, or Fabric. If you want anything below, then all three are fair game, basically. That's sort of a rough rundown. But yeah, things are complicated, okay, guys? It just is what it is. Okay, I now need to take off this wig because I'm going crazy. Oh, don't rip out your hair. Oh man, that was... Okay, let me just... Gotta make sure the hair is back in its hair net here. What the heck? Come on. Rip wig. True. Very true. God damn it. This is... There you go. No. So this is what your hair actually looks like. Yes. If you just heard rustling, the reason why I have that is because... because I had to put this... Oh my god, look at this. Yeah, that was tighter than I expected. That's what she said. Wait, what? That's what he said about her. What? You're a fraud. Never. I would never be. Kaupenjoe hair return. Oh, there's a short for that. True. You want large mod? True, that's true. Don't rip out it. Yeah. You're right. Are you gonna stop 4 tutorials going forward? I think so, yes. I think so. I think for 122, whenever that comes out, we're gonna stop them. Yeah, we're gonna stop it. Until either they're gonna, you know, maybe it will reevaluate every version, but yeah. You should explain something with paint with the wig. Okay, Matteo, what would you want to bring back the handsome man? Excuse me? Hello? Unbelievable, man. The slander. What would you want to have explained with the wig and paint? Oh, I wanted to talk about imposter syndrome. Okay, listen. Should we bring back the wig for one more explanation of imposter syndrome on paint? I'm willing to do it. Okay, chat, I'm willing to do it. I don't even want your Twitch Prime subscriptions. I just want confirmation. Where'd he go? Where is Kaupenjoe? Yes. No. The duality of chat. No. Yes. No. Yes. Nice. Listen, Shiro. People actually want it. You know it to be true. See? Maybe. Luna, what are you doing? You can't do that. You can just say maybe. That's not allowed. Perhaps. Mayhaps. Indubitably. That's a word, right? Hello. Listen, it is what it is. Okay, we're gonna do it. Just for you, okay? You've been so kind in your remarks. Get out the wig one more time. I mean, my hair. We want Thailand show. I don't even know. That doesn't. What the heck does that even mean, brother? What does that even mean, bro? I don't know what that means. But there you go. Oh God, I gotta wait a second. That's not okay. Ah, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna be real. Does anyone have
a type
this
for the king?
This is a super chat. Thank you. Oh, that's really good. Oh, BG Zoom 2. Thank you for the super chat as well. Very fair, honestly. Can anyone tell me this, okay? Please. Does anyone have this long hair? Like, oh my God, it actually looks horrendous now. Okay, wait a second. We gotta do this properly. There you go. Okay. Does anyone have hair this long? And if you do, how the fuck do you deal with it? Okay? Because that is insane. Luna, how do you deal with it? Genuinely. Because I am getting strands of hair in my face the entire time. And it is making me insane. Like, genuinely. Actually crazy. Pirates suffer has. I do. I'm just good. Damn. That's crazy. That's insane. Kaupenjoe, colon, get here. Pirate software does. Oh no. I do and I'm a guy. I mean, it doesn't matter. Listen, more often than not, what I've found is that guys with long hair often have like more flowing hair than the girls, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. But yeah. Oh man. My wife has even longer hair. I don't know how she lives with it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Also, look at this guy. This guy's a wife. What is going on, man? Wait, that's illegal. No. If I remember, I will nullify you in a couple of years when it gets that long. Nice. Does pirate software actually make good code? That's a good joke. Yeah. Also, no. Listen, if you want to crash out at my code, yeah. Why has Forge received so much hate in recent years? I can explain. So, I'm going to explain to you. So the reason why Forge has been, let's say, Forge has been a little bit on the down low recently. Let's do this. Forge, right? Is because the entire dev team, right? So this is the entire dev team of Forge, right? Was not happy with the way that things were run, right? As a high level overview. And so the entire dev team decided to say, you know what? We're just going to fork over the project because Forge is an open source project. Therefore, they're allowed to make a fork out of it. And the entire dev team went away, forked it, and that resulted then in exactly NeoForge. Okay, let me just make sure to write this. There you go, NeoForge, right? And this is basically now the entire Forge team able to do whatever they want to do, so modernize the code and things like that. And Forge obviously now had the issue that they somehow needed to, well, have a new dev team, right? They needed to get a new dev team. Now the head dev, the owner, Lex Manos, he's still there. However, he needed a whole new dev team. Obviously, that's going to take some time. You're going to need to get people who, you know, understand the code. They have to work through the code, stuff like that. So that's a very hard thing. And also, and this is really the big issue, docs, okay? Documentation, docs do not exist basically for Forge anymore. They're completely gone because all of the people that did the docs are now at NeoForge. So that's one thing. That's sort of one of the things to keep in mind. One of the reasons why that is the case. And so NeoForge has gained a lot of popularity, basically. Amazing graphics. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Not even space efficient, too. It is what it is. Kaupenjoe, let's start coding now. No. Okay. I just tossed it back. I mean, listen up. What I could also like... That's like way better. That's like unbelievably better. It's not even that hard anymore, but it looks very strange in the back over here. Okay, there you go. Yapping for at least an hour. Listen, okay? It doesn't necessarily need to be an hour, but it needs to be a little bit, okay? Also, I wanted to talk about imposter syndrome. Okay, we're going to talk about this, right? So this is the talk about imposter. Wait a second. Let's just write this. Maybe we want something else than lullaby out here. Yeah, that I like that. Imposter syndrome. Okay. So, I wanted to talk about imposter syndrome. Now, I think everyone has probably heard about this. If you haven't, the idea is that you feel like an imposter at whatever you do, right? So basically, let's say you start a new job, you go to college, you go to university, whatever it might be, you start something new, and then a lot of the times you start feeling like an imposter. You're like, I'm not supposed to be here. I don't deserve this. So you're basically afraid. You have some anxiety associated with this, that people will find out that you actually don't know anything. Right? That is imposter syndrome, right? So as a high-level concept, that's the idea, right? So you're afraid that people will find out that you're a fraud. Now, obviously, this has some more deep-rooted issues here because, number one, the question is even if this is even true or not, right? So the first thing is like, are you actually even an imposter? Because usually the case is that people who are quite unconfident in themselves or, maybe or that possibly sort of lack a little bit of like self-reassurance in a certain area, they might actually just be too self-reflective. So they might not actually lack the skill, but they know, I know so little, I probably don't know anything. That's not always the case. So that's one thing. So the question is whether or not you're even an imposter. Most of the time, if you have this, probably not. And the second thing to sort of beat this, and this is like, it's rough, but it's true. Just do it. Right? Whatever it might, you're like, oh, I can't code. I could never do this. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. So this is one big thing. There's so many lessons from so many different places. But the idea is that in order to get good at anything, you have to first suck at it. It just is going to be the case. Now, there are some people who might have sort of a higher, threshold at the beginning, right? So maybe, I'm just going to pick some numbers or pick some ideas. Maybe you spawn in with like level 2 at drawing, and someone else spawns in at level 5. Right? So obviously, the level 5 person they're going to be naturally a little bit better at drawing. But, and here is the thing, okay? At the end of the day, and this is just, it does not matter, right, where you start. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, this is skill, right? This is skill, and this is time, okay? And yeah, maybe someone starts right here, right? But if they never do anything, they're going to stay right here. And maybe you spawn in right here. But if you work at it day in and day out, you know what's going to happen? This. Oh, look at that. And then at some point, you're going to overtake them. Now, what it usually looks like is actually closer to something like this. It's probably going to be closer to like this, and then you have a big jump, and then you have a little bit of this, and then you big jump, and then you have a... So this is more like, and then sometimes maybe it even goes down a little bit, and then it goes up, back up. But the point is, the general trajectory is up and to the right. And that's what you want with your skill, okay? And the way to do it is just do it. Work at it. And the most important part about all of this, to do this, is it's called... Wait a second. Let's see. It's called deliberate practice. Now you might ask, what is deliberate practice? That is not just doing whatever you want, right? Be it play piano, play violin, paint, draw, sketch, code, program, whatever it might be that you want to do, sing. That would just be practice if you just do this. Deliberate practice is something very, very important, and that is you focus all of your entire focus on that activity, okay? You go full in. And then, and this is the most crucial part, your review, right? So deliberate practice is a self-reinforcing, basically, way to do things, to practice a skill where you then look back. Let's say streaming, for example. If you want to get better at streaming or at making videos or, like I said, whatever, you engage in the activity. You focus on it 100%, as much as you can, for, let's say, an hour or 2 hours. And then you spend maybe like 1/3 of the time reviewing what you've done. So for the stream, for example, you rewatch your stream and you take note. This was funny. This was awesome. This was amazing. You take a look at the viewer graph. You're like, oh, this is when the viewers went up. This is when the viewers went down. The chat went crazy when I did this. Things like that. Deliberate practice is the idea of also basically giving feedback to yourself and then improving every time you practice. That's the sort of idea. And that is the way to solve imposter syndrome. You just have to keep doing it, right? Every time when there's a voice, don't do it. You got to say, listen, I understand. You think I can't do it? Let me just figure this out. Let me just try. Let me just try. And then you see. That's sort of my rough map on imposter syndrome. Now, one thing that can also be, listen, this might be unbelievably useful to you, okay? It might be unbelievably useful or it might not be useful at all. But I'm telling you, this was some of the best things I've ever seen. So this has helped me in the last, I don't even know, weeks immensely. And that is, of course, over here, Dr. K, Healthy Gamer GG. I cannot recommend this channel enough, okay? If you have any... Basically, Dr. K has stuff on everything, right? He has topics like across the spectrum, unbelievably great. And the two videos that I really, really, genuinely, even if you're like, this is not for me, I'm telling you, watch them. It is Why You Still Haven't Grown Up and you're stuck because you refuse to grow up. Even if the titles are like, this does not apply to me. I swear, like, listen, together they're like 2 hours long. Just take those 2 hours and watch those two videos. At 10 minutes in, you're going to know whether or not this is for you. I promise you. 10 minutes into either one of the videos, you're going to know whether or not this is for you. And it can actually genuinely change your life. This is unbelievable. These two videos are unbelievable. I probably watched them 10 times at this point. I'm not even kidding. They are so good. They're so damn good. Dr. K is an absolute freaking genius. He is an absolute genius. And I'm telling you, both of those, watch them. Watch them. I'm telling you, please. This is like, if you're struggling with imposter syndrome, procrastination, if you're gaming too much, if you're not like living up to your potential, any of those things, right? Which of course, a huge breadth. Watch those two videos, man. Genuinely, this is unbelievably important. He talks about a concept called the puer aeternus. Incredible. It is not a paid... Listen, okay? If Dr. K would pay me, I would advertise, but it's not a paid advertisement. It's an advertisement because I got so much from this that I want to basically pay it back, right? I want to sort of, pay this back. But there you go. All right, now I'm going to lose the hair because, my God. Oh, man. Okay, now we're gonna lose the hair now because, okay, another question, okay? This is like also an interesting one. For the people who have long hair, does this like actually insulate and make you warmer around your head? Because, I mean, it makes sense that not good. It makes sense that a wig would do this, but I don't know if, I'm stuck, guys. I'm stuck. This is not good. Oh, no. Okay, we got it. Obviously, a wig would make it warmer, but like, does this also happen with normal hair? If it's like really long? Because that would be strange and crazy. Yes, it is so hot. Oh, wow. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Okay. All right. Can I use 121 fabric or on 121.1 with Linky? You can definitely try. Some things might not work exactly, but you can try. Depends on it highly depends on the version, I would say. Hello. All right. All right, now. Hey!
Welcome to the King's Court.
Efficos! Well, they have been a member for a long time. Grass supported her for 22 months. Hi, yeah. Item components weren't a thing back then. That is also true, yeah. That's what I'm saying, right? It depends on what the topic is. Okay. I have to go now, unfortunately. Bye. All right, take care, man. All right, now, let me see. The first thing I wanted to show, or wanted to do, was the following. We had a submission via, a submission request of a topic via email. And that is, someone wanted, oh man, I need a, wait a second, I need another, I need this. Just give me a sec, okay, there you go. Someone wanted a, someone wanted a block that has 6 different textures. So basically that we can change each individual texture. That was what they wanted, and they wanted this in Fabric 121.1. And that's what we're going to do right now. So this is actually, and with DataGen, more straightforward than you might think. So I've already prepared the block right here. It is a dice block right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to implement this easy peasy lemon squeezy. So it's going to be the, not the block, but the DataGen package. Here, we're literally a single block model. Yeah, but you want to do it with DataGen. And because it's DataGen, you need to know how to actually, well, tell the DataGen that you want each individual face of the block a different texture. Right? So it's not as easy as just making a JSON file, because they didn't want to have it in a JSON file. They wanted to have it in DataGen. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to make the mod model provider over here. This will extend from the Fabric model provider. And we're going to, of course, implement the methods over here. Hover over this again, create constructor matching super. And in the block state models, we want to use block state model generator dot register cube with custom texture. We can use the dice block for both the blocks in this case. And then we need another thing. And that is going to be, as you can see, a texture map over here. So block texture map. Sounds crazy, but really what it just wants is we want to make a method that takes in two blocks. It's going to be these 2 blocks, and then returns a texture map. And we're going to have this as a custom method because in Minecraft itself, we actually don't have a per face texture mapping over here, but we can do this ourselves. Very straightforward. Let's just import all of the different classes that we have: the block class, texture key, and the sub ID as a static method import, and there we have it. Idea being that we are going to have the idea that the block that we've given it over here, so the dice block, is going to have particular texture keys. So those are the texture keys, you know, down, up. So this would be the down position of the block, the up position of the block, and the north facing, the south facing, the east facing, and the west facing block. And those are then done with the sub ID of the block. So that it's going to take the name of this. So dice underscore block, that's the name. And then underscore north, and that's going to be the particle one. Underscore down is going to be the down texture. Underscore up is going to be the up texture, and so on and so forth. And that is basically all we need to do. So we're going to do this : per face textures. Done. That's it. North being, you can do with the particle on whatever, basically, right? I mean, the particle one, this is, you can change this up as you want. You could do up, down, left, right, center, you know, I mean, one of the ones that you have over here, of course, right? But no, there's no particular reason why this is north. I just chose north randomly, basically. Now, of course, when you have this, you then need the textures. The textures, of course, go to resources, assets, whatever your mod ID is, and then a textures folder. Arch, hello. You have missed the part where I talked about imposter syndrome, as well as the time when I had a wig. So that's a little bit of a miss for you, but you can watch the stream back. So there you go. Livestream mods, textures, and then block in this case. And then we're going to have the following. We're going to have, bada bing, bada boom, these following textures. Exactly. Wait, let me just quickly get the textures. There we go. And they are dice underscore block underscore down, and so on and so forth, as you can see. And basically, this is down, east, north, south, up, and west. That's the whole idea. And there we have it. And with this done, we can go to our data generators. We want to get a pack. This is the data generators.pack. And this is going to be the pack equal to fabric data generators create a pack. And then we want to do, I believe, pack dot add provider. This is model provider : new pirate software like code. I don't. Is it? Where is it? Where is that the case? Is this a wrong pack? We might have imported the wrong pack. Dot pack? Yes, we did import the wrong pack. There you go. Well, one of the so I mean, you're probably just having a laugh, but one of the reasons why it looks like this, even though I'm gonna say it's not actually that bad, is because sadly we are dependent on Minecraft and also its APIs. And sadly, they do things in a very stupid way sometimes. And we just can't break out of that structure entirely, right? So that's going to be an issue. Will you do tutorials for Rigazami's mod loader 121.6? Did it release for 121.6? Is that like actually a thing? Or are you just joking? Kaupenjoe, do you use Vim mode in IntelliJ? No, of course not. Is there any issues with using var a lot? I don't think so. I mean, at the end of the day, if you didn't have a strongly typed language, then it would be var anyway. So I think personally, var is fine. So like in this case, var would be okay. Although it apparently doesn't even detect the right one, which is kind of funny. But like if it's a long name, right? A long name for the type, then var is usually fine. But isn't that like for Minecraft beta? Except that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. I think Rigozami's mod loader is not for any modern version. So I probably not. I don't really think of going back. What's your preferred launcher? The normal one, CurseForge. So I use CurseForge for basically everything in terms of modding stuff, because it's just easy to do stuff, like to just do. Isn't var resolved during compile time? Yeah. Oh no, of course. Yeah, it absolutely is. The question is whether or not you can read it easier, right? But I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. So I don't know. A second. Yeah. Hello there, the good old mod coding. It is indeed the case. It is some mod coding. With this done, by the way, we actually have everything we need for our custom per face texture over here. That's it. That is all we need. We can now run data gen because we've added it over here to the live stream mods data generators, the model provider. Bada bing, bada boom. We have done this, the per face texture, and we'll see the JSON files that it's generating, and we can take a look at this in a second. I tend to compact my code very much. Here, no, data gen is in there because I generated the project on the Fabric site, and it auto adds them there. So there you go. That is one of the things. And it just wrote 4,104 files. Guys? Oh. Yeah. I see that's... Oh no, that's not... The worst thing is, like, it didn't even do the dice block. Oh, man. Why did it do that? Well, because I used the model provider and not the model provider. Oh, man. That's also why this didn't work before.
For the king.
Damn, man. All right. Let me just fix this stuff. Okay, wait a second. Give me a second. 1 second, guys. Wait. That pack. This is fabric pack. There you go. Hey, all of a sudden it works. Hey, nothing happened. Mika, thank you for the €2 as well. Thank you. No wonder VAR didn't work. Yeah. Okay, let's generate this again, okay? I am the 4,000. We got another short, guys. At least we got another short. This one was not planned, okay? The last one might have been a little bit planned, but this one was not planned, okay? I swear. That's crazy, man. That sounds better. That sounds better. Get rid of Minecraft. Block state. Dice block. Easy. Model. Model file. Bada bing, bada boom. Texture. Block down. Block east. Block north. Block north. Block south. Block up. Block west. Minecraft cube is fine. Easy. Let's go. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's also do this correctly. LANG. Lang. But not, yeah, in the, what? Oh, sorry, not there. Down here, my friend, lang, en_us.json, oh no, that's not a directory, that's going to be a file, en_us.json, Jason, is he called Jason in Heavy Rain? That's Jason, right? It is Jason. You know what I'm talking about, right? I love how this is actually a stream from someone. It's fine. It's fine. You know this? You know this moment? No, he's like, you can press X to... Wait, but he also does Jason. It's Sean. Okay, fair enough. It is Sean. But he also does Jason, because Jason's the first kid where something happens. No spoilers. Heavy Rain is a really good game, by the way. I want Fabric. This is... Hey, caramba, mi amigos. Block livestream mods, dice_block. Dice block. Maybe not with GitHub. GitHub. Yeah. Jason is the kid he's looking for. This is not the kid you're looking for. So that's when the Jedi turn bad. Oh god, I can't even, bro. I had a talk with Nano today, and we were just going back and forth on like the crudest jokes you can imagine, and then put on top of it another crude one. So my mind is completely tuned to the crazy worst jokes ever. Okay, I can't do it. It's really bad, guys. I have to really restrain myself on not going like over the edge on the edgy jokes today. Anyway, there you go. There you have it. That is a per face item, or block rather, with different textures on each side. Easy enough. Kaupenjoe, have you read that Curse Force wants to make crypto? I have not read about that. No, I have not heard about that. Yeah, easy enough, man. Easy enough. What about variant models? As in? So, setting it down and then it rotates, that is obviously a different thing. Right now, I've just shown how we can change the textures for each side. Right, that's all we've done. If we wanted to rotate it as well, then indeed, what we would, grass textures being, oh. If we wanted to do so that it rotates, we would have to make a block state. And basically check what direction I'm facing and then change the block state depending on that. It's stupid that's how the way it is, but it is. What do you think about Minecraft plugins? Are they good for beginners to learn, or should you go with mods? Well, what I've heard or seen, apparently plugins seem less sort of prone to changes. So when Minecraft changes, apparently plugins still work for some reason. But yeah, I don't know. Isn't grass a rotated variant? I thought it just changed its texture depending on the block position in the world. If even that. Will you show us how to properly rotate it? I didn't want to in this instance, no.
Accompany
Effect
me
does not
to
want to do
glory
crypto, it was
or
a lie.
doom.
That's a good lie. That's why I haven't heard it. Rexon underscore TC, thank you for the follow as well. Did I ever thank Tommy Luco for the follow 33 minutes ago? I don't think I did. Tommy, I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe it was when I had when I took off the wig. That's probably the other case. Plugins aren't intended for client-side modifications. Yeah, that's true. That's true. What about new lectures for the course? I need more knowledge. Yes. So I am pretty sure we're gonna get some more stuff in there. I still have to hammer out the details. So there's a couple of things that I want to work on. I know this is not necessarily relevant to you for the knowledge, but it's still going to be a thing that I kind of want to do. One thing I want to do is I want to do a new Java introduction for the courses, because the one that I have is definitely too outdated. Okay, that's it. I basically skirted around it. I was like, we can reuse that one. It really should be a new one. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I do think the 121 courses are going to get a few more things added to them, but specifically for 1.21.1. I don't know or don't think that we're going to do... unbelievable. I don't think that we're going to do updates. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to do updates on the courses. I think we're going to stick for now for with 121.1 on that. But regarding the courses, there's also going to be an update semi-soon. Probably next month-ish or so. There's going to be an interesting development for the courses, which could be interesting for quite a few of you. But we'll discuss this on stream as well. There's going to be a video about all of that, so no worries. But nothing's going to change. You're going to be fine. But yeah. You could do it with block textures to randomize it. Yes, this is true. Today I finished making my second big mod. The second big mod already? Damn. Isn't the texture of the grass gray? Yes. Narovs, you are correct. So the what happens is that it uses something called a biome color, I believe is what it's called. Biome colors. And this is basically what changes both the foliage. So the foliage would be leaves, water, and also grass. Imagine finishing mods. Yeah. Tom, did you play Amnesia Dark Descent yet? I've played it a little bit. Weren't you here when I played the Amnesia Rebirth or whatever it's called? Amnesia Rebirth? That's what it's called? It actually is called Rebirth. What the heck? But that's not the one I played, right? No, is that the one I played? Is that the one I played with the... I don't think it is. Is that the one with the big baby? No. What is the one with... No, it is with the one with the big baby, right? The German one. Kaupenjoe, you look like a billionaire. Brother. I swear to God. Man, if I was, that would be pretty neat, but no, sadly not. Sadly not. Yeah. Machine for pigs. No, there's another one. I got amnesia. You're right. He's right. You do look like a billionaire. Is it because of the suit? Because the suit is just like it gives like billionaire vibes. I don't know, maybe. I don't have the hair though. If I get out the hair again, I'm not gonna get out the hair again, okay? You can forget about that, man. Kaupenjoe is, however, the GOAT of MC modding. I mean, listen, okay? Someone has to be, okay? He has the beard. Is this the beard of the billionaire? Do a billionaire laugh. I was actually too issues. That was too accurate. Frick, man. Like, we're on to you, bitch. No, The way you talk and laugh and the beard. How does that put up your pinky? Yeah, you're right. I only know this in German. Ist der Finger oben, wird man dich loben. Laugh of a crazy genius. Too accurate. British. He has the beard. That's crazy, man. No wonder he can make so much content. He is rich. He doesn't need a job. This is my job, you frick. I'm doing my job right now. We've done this. Let's continue. Okay. Unbelievable, man. Ah, hell nah. Sehr gut gemacht, Kaupen. Thank you. Thank you. So, last time, if you weren't here, the title was we're gonna make a multi-block kind of. Now, the kind of is a big word because I'm gonna show you what we did and then you can figure the rest out on your own. Der Hackfleisch-hassende Zerhacker. True. Is it normal that I want to throw out my PC every time I open IntelliJ? Yeah, that can happen. What do you think about becoming a Java developer in our time of AI? I'm just afraid that juniors are not more needed. So, okay, you know what we're gonna actually do? We're gonna take a look at something, okay? Because I heard about an article, right? A scientific article about how AI makes a developer slower. Let me see. AI makes developers slower. Article. AI slows down some experienced software developers. So it slows them down, but they think that it speeds them up. Let me see if I can find the study. There it is. Look at that. I'm gonna actually take a look at this, okay? Because the issue is I saw the study, or I read a headline about the study by watching a short from another person who reacted to the article. Too many layers removed. We gotta look. We can even look at the full freaking paper over here, okay? Let me see the full paper, please. For the love of God, okay? This is how you do research. You gotta sometimes look through the entire paper. It's 51 pages long. Measuring the impact on early 2025 AI on experienced open source developer productivity. Honestly, interesting concept and topic. So, let's take a look. We're gonna start off with this. So, experts and study participants substantially overestimate how much AI assistants will speed up developers. Tasks take 19% more time when study participants can use AI tools like Cursor Pro. Wow. So basically, the forecast, the economics forecast is that it would change the time between 30 to 50%. So basically that you're 50% faster. Unbelievable. Or 100% faster, I guess, right? So you double the speed. But in the observed results is that it actually slows you down. This is during the study and after the study. So after developers used this tool, they were like, oh, we were like 20% faster. They were like 20% slower though. That's crazy. That's crazy. So let me get this straight. Oh God. Okay, methodology. We recruit experienced developers. We paid $150 per hour. The repository themselves were large and mature. They had 23,000 stars, so it's big stuff that they were working on. Real issues completed during the study from the standard libs and Mito repositories. Forecast without AI, forecast with AI. Interesting. So one of my questions is whether or not they use the same issues. Should I ask the AI to summarize the article? Oh man, that's so stupid. That's so stupid. Average forecast implementation time. The ratio between the implementation time is extreme slowdown estimated the regression-based estimates. I forecast 0.76 observed implementation time. The N is okay, I would say. This is not a bad N. Developers complete 136 issues with AI allowed and 110 issues with AI disallowed. Show the numbers of issues completed across repositories and developers respectively. Let's see. Dev 2. Months since first commit count, commit rank, AI disallowed issue. Interesting. Can I go back? No, I can't. Okay, bummer. Let me see this. Let me take a look at this one more time. We find that when developers use AI tools, they implement issues in 19% more time on average, and nearly all quantiles of observed implementation times see AI allowed issues taking longer. That is, developers are slower when using AI is allowed. Colloquially refer to this result as the issues with AI allowed take a longer time than issues with AI disallowed as slowdown. That's crazy. Developers forecast and post hoc estimates. Before developers complete each issue, they forecast how long they expect them to take. This is hard, right? This is like a hard thing to do because, like, I mean, estimating how long tasks are going to take is bad. They forecast a 24% speed up. Interestingly, after the experiment, they estimate they were sped up by 20% when using AI. After they used AI, they estimate similar speed ups before, despite the fact that they are in fact slowed down by 19%. Wow. Despite developers forecasting a speed up from AI, developers' forecasts are informative about the completion time. The precision correlation between the time developers forecast AI is 0.64. Correlation between the AI allowed is 0.59. Severe forecasts from 34 economic experts and 54 machine learning experts overestimate the speed up even more drastically than developers. Makes sense because obviously economists have no fucking idea about code whatsoever. They don't know a single thing about that, right? Economic experts, you can throw them out completely when it comes to anything that has to do with coding because they don't know a single thing. They literally just make up numbers. Economics is like there's like 3 things in economics that you can take for granted, and that's supply and demand, Gini coefficient, and that's probably gonna be it, right? Like, that's literally it. Maybe the Kunitz curve, something like that. Decrease the implementation time of 39% and 38% respectively. Damn. That's crazy, though. That's unbelievable. AI allowed. That's what it is. Look at this. They spend their time on reviewing the AI output, prompting the AI, and then waiting on AI. Look at how much less time they spend actively coding. So, fair enough. They actually did spend, much less time actively coding, right? Fair enough. Oh, that is crazy, though. Idle/overhead, waiting on AI. That's 5% waiting on AI? Interesting. That's fascinating. I'm not gonna lie, that's fascinating. So, in other words, don't fucking worry about AI. I'ma be real. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry. Listen, like I said, the economists and the managers are gonna be like, fire everyone. This is the moment when capitalism comes to your defense, because they're gonna be like, why are numbers going down? And then you can say, well, if you want to hire me, you can pay me 50,000 more. And they're gonna be like, no. And then like, all right, then don't. I have 100 other positions that I can fill. All right, let's take a look. So this was the thing that I had. People be like, AI driven fast forward. Yeah. I hate IntelliJ. Well, that seems to be a you problem. I'm curious how experienced with the AI tools they were too. That's a honestly good point. Good point. Yeah. So what we did is the following. We added the following. Okay, let me just delete all of this. So you can see that I have this very cool main pedestal right here, okay? Now if I take this main pedestal and I set it down, look what happens. Boom. Ghost blocks appear. Yes. And if we fill up those ghost blocks with our pedestal right here, then what we can do is the following. What we can do is we can put down redstone dust in each one of the side pedestals. right? And then in the middle, we can put down a diamond, and bada bing, bada boom, we craft a nether brick. Does this make any sense? Absolutely not, but it works. And that's the big thing. Scary ghost block. Ooh, you're right. It's scary. So that's pretty good, right? But the question, finally modding, yes. Sometimes other things are important too, okay? It's this life is not only about modding. So now you haven't added the right clicking of the middle function to place them down. You want to do that first? You mother frick. You want to do that first? I'm going to do that if you want to. Okay, what we're going to implement now is that when you just right click with the pedestal. You can do that. If stack is empty. I have that already. It doesn't matter if you have that or not. Okay? Life is modding. Modding is life. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're right. It seems simple enough. So, we're going to start with a private void. Place pedestal. Okay. And we want to place this at a particular block pause, right? So that's going to be that. Is it only my stream that's lagging? Oh, let's see. No, I just dropped a couple of frames, I'm pretty sure. You're right. No. The internet has some issues. Internet is making issues. That's German internet for you. I am so mad about that. It's like actually crazy. The fact that Germany does not get its shit together with this is crazy. If you have a normal stone ore, can I make it automatically to a deep slate ore? No, you need to make another custom block. That's deep slate. Do we have access to the world over here? No, well, we can just pass it in. Oh, also it's called level, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Level. Beautiful. Level.get a block, set block state, set block and update. Add position. I can tell the difference because my internet is horrible anyways. Nice. Well, it is what it is. You set your clipping game, Kaupen. I think I have something short worthy. Oh yeah. Sure. Listen, Arch, if you got it, let's go. Oh damn, what's this music? This is Stardew Valley OST. Das Internet ist für uns alle Neuland. Oh, liebe Mitbürgerinnen und Mitbürger, hiermit heißt es herzlich willkommen zum Kaupenjoe Stream, wo wir etwas Modding Monday betreiben, ja. Das möchte ich auch noch sagen, ja. Also nicht nur das Internet ist Neuland, sondern Modding ist ja eine total tolle Sache, nicht wahr? Das ist ja unfassbar. Ja, da sage ich mal, die Merkel hat vieles erzählt, aber Modding Monday, I approve, ja, das ist doch sehr schön, ja. Modding bei Merkel, genau, das machen wir jetzt so. Ja, da machen wir erstmal sowas. Das ist doch wunderbar. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Ja, und für die anderen deutschen Zuschauer habe ich jetzt noch eine andere Person. Da kommt da auch mal der Stefan Raab vorbei, ja. Kennt ihr den noch? Oder seid ihr dafür zu jung? So, meine Damen und Herren, ja. Unfassbar, oder? Da fragt man sich, was war da denn los, ja? Modding Monday bei Kaupenjoe, ja. Die Promi-Modding-Total-Rallye. Unfassbar, oder? Da fragt man sich, was war da denn los? Der Elton kommt auch noch vorbei. Ja, vielen Dank. There you go. There you got it. Deutsch ist nein. This ugly. Excuse me, Arch? Do you wanna fight me? Ich bin ein Berliner. True. Modding Montag. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're right. You're right. Okay, let me see. This is going to do. This is going to be a modblocks.site pedestal.get.default block state. Okay. So, you want to talk? You want to talk? Modifikationsmontag. If empty. So that's fine. However, we have to. Das war verrückt. Yeah, well, sometimes I said to you, if you want to learn modding from me, you gotta accept that I'm a little bit crazy. And maybe even a lot of crazy, okay? I just said it. I said it before, and I'll say it again. It is what it is. Oh, man. So if it doesn't matter if it's empty or not. We don't care. What we care about is whether or not the person is having a we want to see what the item is that they right click with. Stack.is modblocks.site pedestal.as item. And if that's the case, then we want to place the pedestal down at a particular position. For that, we need the offsets. Can I just do this? Because I feel like that's going to be easier. So we're going to see if private boolean is position empty. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Block pause. We need level. Have a good rest of your day. Arch, you're leaving? All right. Take care, man. Have a good one. Level, block pause. We just want to see as if it's empty. Yes. Level.get block state pause dot is blocks.air. There you go. Now the pirate software code begins. Listen, pirate, I'm telling you this one more time, P2. We've talked about this before. Pirate software does not even code. And I don't have his locks. Is position empty? Private. Static. Is position empty? Private. There is a block position. There is air. Really? Oh, you're right. You're right. It is. His code is garbage. Kaupenjoe's code is goat. I mean, you know, because of cave air. That probably checks for cave area. Is air. Block behavior properties is air. Probably does. Yeah, you have to call level get block state as well. Okay, so we're setting it to a side pedestal. Then we are going to go through all of the different offsets and then asking ourselves, where do we want to place it? So, oh man. Okay, let's think about this. So, dot offsets, dot stream. No, we can do a for each immediately. Pretty sure. Yeah, for each. Now, this is going to be the offset. Offset to something. Now, we need to check whether or not its position is empty or has unnecessary cast. Yeah. I think this is an unnecessary cast, but I don't know if it actually is because sometimes it's weird. Okay, I had issues with the open menu stuff before. That's why I still have the cast there. But I believe you are correct. Has side pedestal. So, what we're going to do is the following. We're going to go through the pedestal block offsets. We're going to, once again, this is now once again coding live. I'm going through the logic over here, okay? This might not be the final structure of the code. The first question we're asking on the offsets, we're going through the offsets. We're saying, hey, is this position empty? Yes, is position empty? We're going to pass in the level. We're going to pass in the position with an offset of offset. Can I just do that? I can't do that for this, right? How did I do this here? I just put it. Okay, it's not the most. Once again, this is not the most elegant solution, but it will work. There you go. So basically, is the current position, the current offset that we are evaluating, is that empty? Right. If that's the case, we know that we can place a block there. Awesome. At that point, genuinely, we can just place the pedestal. That's it. We can just place the pedestal, right? Pedestal at the same position. Yep, that's exactly right. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Done. That's the easy step. We also, after we've done this, want to remove one item. So we're going to do shrink. That's quite important. So we're going to shrink this. So basically decrease the stack that the person has clicked with. And we will also play a sound We're just going to play whatever sound because you always want to get the player feedback on what is happening. If there's no... There probably... Is there a place sound? Let's do stone place. Yeah, there you go. So basically, it's going to play the stone place sound as the pedestal gets placed down. I think that's good. What do you think about prioritizing clean code while coding? So you can do clean code. I think it's a good idea. I do believe while you're doing it, you want to get this to work first. You don't want to obviously write the worst horrible code ever, obviously, but get it to work first, and then you can always refine the code and refactor the code. In fact, that is probably what you should do. Okay, so that's fine. That's when the position is empty. Right. Next point of order. If the position has a pedestal, we're going to just... So basically what we can do is we can do an else if. Yes. If the position is empty, that's always going to be that there is already something there. However, is there a side pedestal there? E level, E position. Yeah, but we need to do the offset position. The same. No, we play. Sure, play it on here. That's fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say if there is a side pedestal there, then we're good, and that is gonna be okay. So if it's empty, if it's not empty, meaning yeah, and then there's a side pedestal there, that's all right. And then this is the moment where, so here, any other block than a side pedestal. Yep. And then here, obviously, we are inside of this if statement if there is a side pedestal in there. So here, then we could do something like just continue, I guess. Does this work inside of an offset? It does not. If we do a return on inside of this, it doesn't matter, right? So we don't even need to deal with this. I think we can just do this then. Any other block. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Will you do an LWJG? Whoa, I made it. Tuna! I cannot believe it, man. You showing up to a modding frickin' Monday? Unbelievable. Clean code is necessary when you want someone else to review it. Shiro, I agree with you, but that someone else can also be you in a month, right? That is why I genuinely say you should try to keep your code clean, if you can help it, because you will hate yourself otherwise. Just came back from
accompany me to glory
vacation in
or
France.
doom.
Now I can get back into jelly. Nice. Cyphers, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you. I don't think we need to do anything right here, right now. I think we can just do like pplayer dot display client message component dot literal already a block there. I know we don't necessarily need to do this. Also, it's going to do this every time we right click. No. Wait a second. I actually want to do this with a for each loop. Yeah. No, I actually want to do this with a for each loop. I think that's better. Yes. I don't think I can do it in this with that in. Oh, that's actually this, right? Yeah. I think this is better. My reasoning will get clear in a second. Because now what I actually do want to do this. Else if bada bing bada boom, let me see. Else if there is a pedestal there, so this is going to be the has side pedestal. Yeah. Okay. E level and then the offset position. Okay, I'm going to explain in just a second. Because if that is the case, okay, I want to continue. Okay, I just want to continue. Else, we do this. There's already a block there. No, we don't. We're going to continue here too. Now, you might say, this is going to happen anyway. And you might be right. No, this is not the case. If it has a side pedestal, Oh, fuck. Yeah. I can tell you my thought process right now. The issue is we right-click the block. The first side pedestal... Wait, do it like this. Okay. I'm going to show you this, okay. So, we have our pedestal in the middle, right? So we have this guy. Now, we right-click this guy. The first side pedestal gets set down. Easy enough, right? Bada bing, bada boom. We're cooking. We right-click this again. No, we don't. Because what happens is on the first right-click, it's going to check every single one of the positions and it's going to try to set down every one of them. Right? So what we need to find is the first eligible free position that does not have a side pedestal. Meaning we need to turn this around. Meaning... Oh, this is horrendous. I hate this. Because this is just going to set down one for each. Right. Right. New NFT incoming. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Has pedestal in location, location +1. I guess checking if it's a pedestal, and if yes, then ignore it. Yeah, but the issue is... Why are you using number of stack up to the max pedestal as a loop counter? The issue is I still have to somehow save. So my naive way of going about this right now, that was my thought, is either set the last offset that I've successfully placed down a pedestal on, right? So just save that on the block itself. Which also doesn't work, but that's okay. Or, alternatively... Alternatively... Why aren't you using the number of the stack up to the max pedestal? Yeah, but I don't want to be... I don't want to click it once and then have it set down. Bop, 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 bop. I want to... Like... I would rather have it set down one per right click. I think that's better. I think that's better. I mean, just for the sake of argument, we're gonna do this, but like, maybe use a flag check if it worked once. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Something like that. Then just blindly loop through the offsets. Make a position function where you can just input a number, center location, and then returns a position. No flag. I agree, yeah. Is position empty if, and then flag off. What is a flag? It's basically just a boolean. If I just did a boolean, did set just break when it was successful. Wait. Yes. Yeah. Wait. Wait. He's right. He's right. Wait a second. Yeah, he's right. It's literally just a break. That should solve all of our issues. Because what's going to happen is that you place it, you do right click, it places it down, goes out of the for loop. Right click again, the offset is not empty anymore. Else, continue. And now we need the continue. Okay, wait a second. No, yeah. Now we want to do it like this. And then all of a sudden here we have got a break. And now the continues are needed. And that's fine. And if there's another block, we can... This is whether or not you want to continue to set this on another position or on the same. You can do a break or you can do a continue here. Either one would work fine. But maybe we can do something like pplayer dot display client message component dot literal remove all obstacles in the way. And then we do a false. What is this? Action. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I just didn't read your code. Nice. Are you good at shaders? Absolutely freaking not, okay? Shaders are something completely different. Yeah, I think this makes 100% sense now. Yeah, I understand. I just had an issue with the looping stuff right now. There's more headroom in 8 booleans than just bad. You wanted to make 8 booleans? Baby dragon? Okay, so we place this down. Okay, this still, yeah, that's fair. Wait a second. Maybe let's also, if you do this, we're also going to return from this method because we no longer want to do anything. Oh, we want to return a success right here because we are actually done with that at that point. Yes, okay. Let's just do that. But that should work. Oh, baby. We need a shader tutorial guy. Listen. Good luck finding him, okay? I'm just saying. That's crazy to me. If you want to look at wait a second, there is one. Just not for wait a second. Just not for wait, is that like that? Here. Ace Roller. I make micro shaders. Literally the shader guy. He also made... Wait, where was it? He made an insane shader before. I saw this. Oh, this one. That's crazy. This one's crazy. He basically made an ASCII shader. Look at this crap. Just look at this. Look at this insanity. It's ASCII. This is ASCII art as a shader. Look at this. It just works in game. Like, what the actual frick? This is Final Fantasy with an ASCII shader. How does that? I don't even know. You know how I once said that I'm confident about learning anything? I don't know if I could ever learn that. I mean, probably could, but like that I don't know. Anyway, so we have main pedestal. We set it down, right click. Oh, obstacle in the way. This is correct. Why would it? So 2 times makes sense. But why would it not see this as a has side pedestal? Else, if has side pedestal. Oh, well, there you go. It still looks for air. Get block position is mod blocks dot side pedestal. Easy enough. You won't believe how long it took me to chat message working for just for debug purposes. Well, you shouldn't really do those for debug purposes anyway, so... You should really just do go into debug mode and do this properly. Brother, like freaking close the client. Hello? Hello? Stop and rerun. What are we doing? Forcefully closing Java at this point. Client. God damn, man. Alright, there you go. Why did you start coding or modding in general? Me? I studied computer science in university. That's when I started coding, and then Minecraft modding. I was always interested in modding a little bit. And then I sort of just started it, and then I made a course, and then I made a YouTube tutorial channel, and now we're here. That's pretty freaking cool, though. You gotta admit. That's pretty freaking cool. To be fair, I like it. That's pretty good. That wasn't too bad. For implementing it. I feel like that was pretty good. In order. Oh, come on, man. So the 4th one has to be switched with the 5th. So those will have to be switched. And then the last one is this one. Oh god. Those one already switched, and then that's fine, and then that's fine. Those two should be fine. Now it should be the right order. It's not a circle. 0 out of 10. What type of course? I make modding courses. I have modding courses as well. Does this work with exclamation mark courses? Is this a thing? Does this work? No. Man. Does it course? No. I haven't done listen. I have Nightbot installed. I haven't done Nightbot in a long time, okay? I don't basically I have courses for Minecraft modding that I offer. So that's the thing. They yeah, and now we have Professor Kaupenjoe. All right, let's take a look. Listen, there have been more than one person who has said that I can teach better than their university professor. Let's see. Wait a second. That means that 6, 7, and 8. No, I gotta look at this again. Sorry. So, position 6 has to be... So the last... that has to be the last one. And then, wait a second. No. And then that's fine again. Right? I think that's good, right? Am I crazy? Let's do debug mode. We should be able to change it, right? It's a static one though. I think so. I think we should be fine. Couldn't find a mod for connecting to a server SQL database for an inventory. Oh wow. I don't know about that one. That's a crazy one. Lehrer Schmidt of coding. I just watched these modding YouTubers. I've always been a nerd. Awesome, man. Listen, don't ever let anyone take that away from you. Let's see. Hey! Bada bing, bada boom! Awesome! We got it! And then? Bam. Alright. Right, so now the big question is, or like the issue is, there's a slight issue. Okay, it's not big, but it is there. And that slight issue is that 5 billion particles now. No, so like, I was thinking about the recipe, right? Now, it's not that bad, because obviously a recipe is not the worst thing in the world. Oh, I gotta switch my freaking thing again. Wait a second. Give me a sec. Oh, I gotta switch back to freaking J. Custom recipe types. Wait. Because all of this has changed. Okay. That's so cool. Thank you. That's awesome. Now we gotta figure out recipes. Well, the issue with the recipe is that I'm pretty sure for the recipe, I only have... Wait, no. Wait a second. I can write a custom recipe input, right? And I should be able to literally just put in all of the pedestals, right? Oh, no, that's... We should be fine. Wait a second. We should be fine. Oh, cool. Minecraft modding sounds like it'll sell pretty well. Well, the reason why, like, it quote-unquote sells pretty well is because I'm sort of like... I sort of have a monopoly on it, I would say. There is... For tutorials on YouTube, I am like one of, let's say, 2 or 3 people who are doing tutorials. And as for courses, I believe I have 1 competitor, if I recall correctly. However, they started in 1.20 and with Forge. Bad timing. It's a bummer, man. It's a bummer. That was a very bad timing. Because 1.20 had an inordinate amount of changes in the minor versions as well, and yeah, and Forge after 1.21 is crazy. I was thinking that's a nice niche. Yeah, true. Yeah, That is very, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. One thing that it does definitely also has, it has a high churn rate because there's a lot of people new coming into the space who are interested in it, which is fair because Minecraft modding is pretty cool. However, there's also quite a few people who come in who are like, oh, I really want to mod, and then they figure out, wait a second, this is really difficult, and it's like, this is coding and programming, and I have to learn Java, and that's it. That's it. What's your favorite Minecraft mod of all time? I will show you. Okay. I will show you my favorite Minecraft mod of all time. It is, without a doubt, this one right here. It's called Mechanism. It is so good. And the reason why it is so good is because you can go in and you can make machines, okay? And these machines you can make into something so unbelievable that you don't even know what's happening. And what I mean by that is you can 5x your ores in an incredibly complicated way, and it is so freaking good. I love Mechanism, okay? Let me show you the flowchart. Mechanism flowchart. See. So, is this the flowchart? Is this the accurate one? I don't know if this is the actual one right now. So this is the flowchart. Basically, okay, this also has stone pickaxe and stuff in there. Okay, maybe it's a little bit much. But basically, you can see down here, tier 5. So we need to basically start by getting ore multiplication. You can have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5. And yeah, that's basically the flowchart. You need to start by putting sulfuric acid into a chemical dissolution chamber. That thing then gets put into the chemical washer. For this, obviously, you need, well, water. Easy enough, right? The chemical washer, not that bad. That gets put into a chemical crystallizer. For the chemical injection chamber, you will also need hydrogen chlorine, which is gotten via the chemical infuser by putting chlorine and hydrogen in there. Makes sense, of course. Hydrogen you can get once again through water, right? This is gotten via, for example, in this case, the electric separator, right? Massive water, easy enough, right? So you can get oxygen and hydrogen out of that. Makes total sense, right? Now, the chlorine, you will need the electric separator by using brine. And brine, you need an evaporation tower in which you put in a lot of water, right? That's easy enough, not even an issue. Then when you finally got that, you can then use this to, okay, and now I'm lost, okay? Yeah, basically, I fucking love this. This is so cool. It's so stupid. It's unnecessary, and I absolutely love that. 5x ore multiplication is super fun to do. It is. It really is true. Correct tech type recipes. I mean, kind of, I guess. Okay, what did I want to do in the pedestal block? Nothing. I wanted to wait until my NeoForge repository is done. Now, recipes. We're just going to copy this over for just a second. Okay, this is how you code, by the way. You just copy over stuff. Live stream mods. Live stream. The amount of iron required in Mechanism. True. It's so true. It's a lot. Okay, so we need Thaumcraft Revival. Tuna, have you not heard? Are you not up to speed? Oh, am I going to show you something new that you're going to love? Wait a second. Oh. Oh. Do you not know? Tuna? Do you not know? Are you unaware of this? Are you unaware of this? Are you unaware of this? Or are you perhaps unaware of this? Baby. Let's go. Yep. Thaumcraft. No way. That's hype. Exactly. Okay, this is the pedestal recipe. Love it. I am super hyped for it, okay? This is going to be awesome, man. This is going to be awesome. Pedestal recipe input. Yeah. We're going to select all of them, change those as well. Is it possible to add browser in-game? I don't quite know what that means. As in, like, a browser to Minecraft? You should be able to add this, yeah. I think that should be possible. I don't know how exactly, but it should be possible. Okay. So, for the pedestal recipe input, basically, I just need to put in 8 different inventories, right? Because I need to put in the side, so the inventories of the side pedestals, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a list of item stacks, actually, right? Yeah, we're just gonna have a list of item stacks. Sure, this is gonna be the side pedestals, right? And then we're gonna have an item stack, 8 or less, or strictly 8. Good question. I think we're just gonna do 8 exactly for now, and then we'll see. Never understood what records are. Double Pi, you are going to love this, okay? I'm gonna explain this to you. You're gonna actually love this, okay? Let's say double pi. What can we do with double pi? Let's just do player. No, let's just do user. Imagine we have a class called user, okay? And let's say the user has a private int ID, right? And we have a private int or a private string name, right? And we maybe even have a private, I don't know, date, birthday, right? Just for the sake of argument. If you had this, that would be totally valid. It makes sense, right? This would be something that makes sense. Now what we could do is we could right click and we could generate over here, for example, some getters and setters in theory, right? So we can say, hey, for all of those, we want some getters and setters because they're private. I think so far, all of you can follow me. We also might want to add something like, let's say, a nice little constructor over here, right? With all 3 of those, so that we actually have a constructor. I think all of this makes sense, right? This is totally fine. We can understand this. And let's say, for example, in wherever, right, I can now make a user, right, which is going to be, let's say, double pi, right, equal to a new user. And I can say over here, this would be, what was this? The ID 0, right? And then double pi, and then date dot, it doesn't matter, just whatever, you know, doesn't matter. Okay, absolutely no issues. We understand this. Now, there's a lot of code in here, right? For basically what amounts to pretty much things that are sort of like, you understand this. You look at this, oh, this is a getter, this is a, you understand all of this, right? Easily. What if what we could do is, instead of all of this crap, we just like take this, and what we just do is we say, you know, this is now a record, okay? And then instead of like defining it right here, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna put it in here. And now you might say, well, wait a second. What is this gonna do? Well, nothing has changed. Because the record right here is literally just the constructor. And with this, what it does is it's going to do double pi dot. And now I can use the birthday method to access the date of the birthday, right? Now, to set it, I believe we still need to add setters. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? I'm pretty sure that we still need to add setters to a record if we want setters, but it auto-generates a getter for each of the different fields that we put in here, and it also automatically makes this available as a constructor. So there you go. Yeah, so there you go. You do need to add setters for it if you want setters, but there you go. I'd say that's pretty freaking neat for records. And that's why records are actually pretty freaking cool. There you go. Make that as a short. field underscore name. The getter is just, yeah, exactly. Records are boilerplate cover for basic getters. Oh, that's sick. There you go. Double Pi learned something new again over here, and I was able to explain it well. Awesome. Main pedestal. This would be pedestal items as well. Site pedestal items, yeah, and then main pedestal item. I think that is a better name. Get item. Yes. I think the main one should be the first item, to be honest with you. So that should be item 0. Yeah, I think so. I think so. So what we're going to do is we're going to say if I is equal to 0, return main pedestal item. Else, it's going to be else anyway. So we're going to be just, yes, that's going to be fine. Because it's going to be a return. So then we just do side, we're just going to do side pedestal dot get I plus 1. Am I crazy? I'm not crazy, right? Because if you put in, wait, -1. -1. We're good. Don't worry. It's -1. We're fine. Yeah. Okay, I actually think that that's good. Yeah. Kaupenjoe, great inventor of modding. I'm not the inventor of modding. Name something you can't do with modding. Get a girlfriend? Listen, okay. Do you think I can make a girlfriend mod? Do you think I couldn't do that? You don't know what's happening over here. That's just a joke. That's too close to home, man. That's too close to home, okay? Just stopping in to say hi. Still have 3 more hours work. Platinum! Oh, man. Hope you're having a great day. Regardless of work, though. There's quite a few things that I also can't do with this. Record components are actually immutable. Oh, they are? Oh, interesting. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? For a record? Because a record is sort of like, it's sort of just supposed to be, interesting. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I think that play vanilla, no. It's not vanilla. It's actually Minecraft itself. We never play this game, okay? We just do this. Hello, I have a question. If I know coding but don't know advanced Java, can I make mods? So usually I do recommend learning at least some amount of Java. So either via my tutorial series that I have on the YouTube channel or other tutorial series absolutely work as well. It will make your life much easier when actually dealing with some of the specifics, because Minecraft modding can be very specific in a lot of different instances. So, I don't know. You can make a simple container and set the middle to 0, surrounding it by 1 to 8. For the input right here. Can you make a girlfriend mod tutorial as an April Fool's joke? I mean... Interesting. Like, okay. This is like where we're thinking about this. This is worth thinking about. Putting everything into one container, I think, is more confusing than splitting it up like this. IMO. Because this way, I was like, I see, hey, we do this. We have the side pedestals here. We have the main pedestal here. And we're still sort of good on that. I feel like that's not bad. Right? I don't know. I feel like this is more readable, in my opinion. I think we should keep it like this. I understand that we could do this the other way as well, but I don't know. Yeah. Also think how it will be written in the JSON file. Yeah, listen, okay? I have not thought about the JSON file yet, okay? Let's not listen, let's not do this right now, okay? Let's not think about the JSON file just yet. Because that's not, I'm gonna be... Okay. The recipe itself... that's the thing that needs... I actually need this again. The recipe input is the inventory of the block entity, while this is the... Moinsen. Hello, hello. Ingredient. Honestly, we're just gonna do a non-null list of ingredients, man. We're just gonna do this. Bada bing, bada boom. And then just do this. Genuinely. Oh boy. Okay. Matches method. So. That's gonna be a fun one, isn't it? For each pedestal input dot, so for each item stack. Yes. 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 Wait a second. Let me think about this. Let me just work through the logic and then we'll see. Once again, this is just the logic, first of all. Okay? For each stack in pedestal, side pedestal items, we check whether or not it matches with the same thing. The first one we need to do is this. Yeah, I think that makes some more sense. Be like, hey, does it match? Yes or no? Matches is equal to ingredients dot get 0 dot test pedestal input item dot main pedestal item. Right, easy enough. So we're looking the first JSON ingredient and testing it against the main pedestal item. If that matches, bada bing, bada boom. We could also, in theory, literally just... I mean, it's fine. I mean, you know what? No. It's fair. No, you should do an if statement and then if matches is false. Wait. There's a better way to do this. Let me just go through this one time. Okay? Let's just go through this like this. I know there's a better way to do it, okay? Don't let me have a crash out again, okay? The comments are gonna be mad. They don't like it. Why do you run debug configs in IntelliJ crosses red? I don't quite... What do you mean? Like there's a crossover here? I don't know. Sometimes there's like weird stuff in the config stuff. La di da di da di da wowie 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 wah. And then here we do ingredients.get. We need to do number for loop. Mother fricker, bro. Int I is equal to 1. You start at 1? No, you don't. You start at 0. I is smaller than pedestal block entity dot size I plus get I dot test pedestal block entity recipe input dot get dot side pedestal items dot get I. Done. And then yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but like equal to matches, right? So basically like this. Or what you could also just do, you could literally just wait, you could also make it true and then test it and return false. Ah! Ah! Issue is if the last test... No, we can't do this. We can't do that. We cannot do this. We cannot do it like this. This does not work. This doesn't work. Copy your ingredients list and remove the entry if it matches. No. That's ridiculous. Isn't 0 the main pedestal item? Do end equals. Is that a thing? That's not a thing. This is not a thing. What is this? What is that? Wait, what? What? Is equivalent to A is equal to A and B. What? There is no and operator. That is a thing. Holy shit. That's so it's a tertiary operator, but easier. Or what? It's the same as this. What? Condition matches the left side of the expression is always false. Can be simplified. Oh my god, man. I'm losing my mind. Yes. Holy bajoli. A equals A and B. Holy. That's crazy, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Doesn't matter. Still doesn't work. I still don't like this. Okay? I still don't like this. What we should do is if it doesn't match, then we return false, okay? We're going to do it the same way that we did it before. If it's not the same item, we're going to return false. Then we're going to continue. We don't need a matches over here. Okay? And then the same thing happens here. If this stuff, if at any time this stuff is not matching, okay, we're going to return a false. Return false. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. And then here we return a true. How are the recipes going? Honestly, better than I expected. Better than I expected. Because due to the fact that they changed it to a recipe input, so we can define whatever we want to basically pass into the recipe and compare it with a JSON file, we're basically going to be good to go. What kind of video games do you play? I will show you what kind of video games I play. And then you will say that is kind of crazy. And I'm like, I agree with you. So I play, so my most played game over here is, my most played game of all time is Minecraft. Probably over 10,000 hours. Then we got RimWorld, our war crime simulator. Then we got Europa Universalis, we got Crusader Kings, Won't Play Warband, all of those goated games. Stardew Valley, of course, absolutely amazing game, Factorio. And then, you know, I think the rest kind of makes sense, right? I mean, I feel like this is like, I don't know. This all should make sense. Sort of as a thing. Yeah. I also sometimes play a little bit of other games. Does test the NBT or not? I don't think it does. It literally just checks whether or not it's the same. Custom ingredient? Custom ingredient. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I think NVT is a bit more complicated. We would do that. Listen, we have to figure out one step at a time, right? Output ingredients. We good. Output, copy, result. This is no longer the growth chamber serializer, but it is actually the pedestal serializer. And this is the pedestal type. Easy. Oh, this is gonna actually work. It does, depending on the ingredient. Okay, nice. Nice, awesome. That's even better at that point. Let's also call this, because this would be one of those worst case scenarios where I forget to call the register method and then bada bing bada boom, it doesn't work anymore. Okay. Forge, and therefore Neo adds a strict partial MBT ingredient. Nice. Okay, so not pedestal chamber. Right, that's pretty funny. Wait, pedestal crafting. Sure, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. We can do pedestal crafting. We'll call it pedestal crafting. That's okay. Now we have recipe serializer. Shapeless recipe. Codec ingredient non-empty. By the way, this is how you figure out how ingredient lists work in codecs. You copy it from the shapeless recipe. This is ingredients. 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 We don't need a max width or max height. This is gonna be error anyway, right? Neo skips the empty check, immediately creates an empty array. Give me a second. Just 1 second, okay? Just give me a sec. To array? What is this? The list. Flat map. Nah, we need something here. Do we need 2 data results? I'm sorry. Ingredient array. If it's 0, no ingredients found. Oh, sorry. We need a result. We need a success. Yeah, wait. We need a success. What even is ingredient? It's like second, like that. It's basically sort of a supercharged item stack. It's a predicate for an item stack apparently. Interesting. I wouldn't have called it a predicate, but okay. I don't know. It can include like multiple item stacks. It can include like multiple values. It's kind of weird, to be honest with you. I don't know what exactly an ingredient is, but it's like a supercharged item stack. Is it hard to port ghost blocks into Fabric Home? I don't think so, actually. I think it should be doable. Oh, because I'm missing this guy. There you go. And then we do a return right here. Rerun, return. Oh boy. Not quite. What does this want? It wants a function of type A, data result 2. Oh, it needs a to and a from. That's why we needed this. There you go. That's why we needed that. There you go. Easy enough. Listen. This is not really what we should do. But I'm just saying. Why is this not... What is ingredients here? Non-null list of ingredients. Oh, does this not save this? Turn ingredients. Ah, yeah. We can't do that because it's... Oh. Can we then not make this a record? We can't, right? We need to save the ingredients in the list. I'm pretty sure. I don't think we can make it a record at that point. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. I mean, if we can make it a class. I mean, it doesn't really, like, it's not that big of a deal. But like, I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure we can't do that then. This, and then we also need to do the output like this. But like I said, it's not it. But why? Because inside of because we need to set the ingredients via the codec. Recipe for getter ingredients. And I'm pretty sure I can't do... Wait, can I do recipe get ingredient? Wait, ingredients? Ingredients? Jesus. Ingredients? Can I do this? Is this a thing? Record? No. Doesn't include functional interface. Is this not the right recipe that it gets? Type of O. Pedestal recipe. It also can't get the getter. Get ingredients. How do I do it then? You are in Lambda. Oh, wait a second. I don't even need that. Oh, this is wrong anyway. Oh, God. Wait a second. I'm in the wrong one anyway. Wait a second. I'm not in Lambda. I'm in the wrong codec. That was the issue. I'm in the wrong codec the entire time. Why didn't anyone tell me? What are you doing, guys? I was supposed to put this right here. No wonder this didn't work. The issue is we still have literally this exact same issue. Or not, I guess. Okay, or not. Okay. It was just the wrong position. That's all. It was just the wrong position. Okay. Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. It just does the, it makes to and from network methods over here for this. Could we just do the same thing? I really hate this. I don't like this at all. I don't like the way that they did the stream codec. We need to do the stream codec next. Usually it's just a composite. So usually it looks like this. Wait a second. What now? Unbelievable. So usually it would look kind of like this. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. But because we can't use the content stream right here because that's just for one ingredient. We can't use ingredients right here because that doesn't work. So the nut work. Listen, that's a whole different thing, okay? Skynut. Because we need to make it a non-null list. So as stupid as it sounds, I would actually say that we just copy this over. We get rid of the crafting book right here because we don't really need it. We want to make a new pedestal recipe right here. I am a C developer. I can't make Minecraft mods. I don't get it. Honestly, C and C++, in my opinion, is way harder than Minecraft mods. But I guess it also depends on sort of the way that you look at it, right? I mean, I kind of get it. It is definitely different. It is definitely different. So this we no longer need. And there you go. And then we just... There's always bedrock mods. Yeah, but those are done with JSON files. Those aren't done with C++. Are you crazy? Those aren't done with C++. Bam, bada boom. Hey, listen. It might work. It might work. I want to port ghost mods to 120.1. Should also be doable. I think this should be it, man. I think this should be it. It produces so much overhead, it hurts. It is what it is, okay? We got it. We got it. Now we just need to connect it to the pedestal block entity. So that's going to be has recipe. So we're going to do... we're going to basically put all of this into has recipe. And then we need to... That should be fine. Let me double check the as recipe method that I have here. Yes. La di da di da di da 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 di da 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 dum da dum da dum. Easy and optional. Frickin' pedestal recipe. Get current recipe. We're gonna just copy this over. Yeah, we will. However, this is gonna be a little bit more complicated. A new pedestal recipe input. Now this, oh boy. Okay. This dot inventory dot get item in slot 0. Then list dot of. Nope. No. Offsets dot get. Can I get all side pedestals? Offset stream. No. Oh god. Offset stream map offset to... This is ridiculous. Get block entity at this position. Holy shababoobadoo. Okay, we want to get this dot inventory dot collect. I think I need to map it and then collect it, right? What do I have to collect it to? Or do I just have to make it a list again? What kind of list is this? Item stack handler. Get in slot 0. What is it now? Of growth chamber recipe? Oh. No way. Oh, baby, let's go! I can do streams. I can deal with streams, guys. As you can clearly see, because, of course, I'm streaming right now. Let's go, man. Holy moly. If it's empty, then return a false. Easy enough. Then we get the output. We don't need to care if we can insert it. We're just gonna do a true at this point because, I mean, then we don't even need the output because it's fine. We can always output there. Because we're just gonna replace the item. Why is it screaming at you? Replace with objects require non-null. Because I'm getting the block entity and I believe that it's warning about the null pointer exception. Because this is nullable. That's why. We're good. Yeah, we can actually do this a little bit easier. Yeah, you're right. If this is present, bada bing, bada boom. And then in the exchange item. Wait a second. Give me a second. We need to get this in both of this. No, this is fine. We're removing this. We're just checking whether or not they are in there. Yeah. And then we're exchanging this, so we need to get the recipe again. And then instead of setting it to this, we now set it to recipe.get.value.getOutput. Holy, wait a second. I think that's gonna do it. Yes. All of the rest of the mattress method all happens on the recipe. Now it's gonna do it immediately, but that's fine. We can deal with the particles and stuff like that in a second. But I think that should do it. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Am I crazy? I think that should do it. Let's make a recipe. Resources. Data. Livestream mods. Recipe. Let's do nether brick pedestal. JSON. So when do you apply to Mojang Studios? Listen, okay? If I never want to do work, I would just rename myself to Pirate Software, okay? That's a double burn, guys. That's a double burn, bro. That's crazy. Insane. Actual insanity. Okay, this is livestream mods of type pedestal crafting. The Kaupen update. Ingredients. Now this is going to be a list, I believe. We have made it a list of ingredients, which should be objects like this. I'm pretty sure. 1, and then we have 4, and then we have another 4. Yes. Yes. This is result. This is correct, I believe. Yes. We're looking for result and we're looking for ingredients. Good. And then we're going to replace all of those. And then the raw bismuth is going to be... Actually, this is Minecraft. Ha, ha, ha. This is... Ingredients is diamond. So we're going to put a diamond in the middle. And we're just going to do... we're going to do redstone... Is it redstone dust or is it redstone? Items. Items. Redstone. It is redstone. Nice. Nope, it is not dust. Apparently, it's just redstone. Place all. Okay. Result: Minecraft : nether _ brick. And obviously, we need to test it with another thing as well. That's going to be nether star. And then this is going to be, I don't know, gold _ block or something. I don't know. Boom, 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 boom. Nether star. I think that should do it. I think that should work. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. We registered the serializers. We did all of that. We got that. We got it added to the pedestal block entity. Yep. We could use a diamond block. It's fine. We just want to see whether or not it does anything at all. Okay. So, starting off with the following. We're going to remove the soul. Right. Now, we need this. We need this. I gotta go. Bye. All right. Take care, my man. We need gold. There you go. All right, so we're going to test our pedestal right here. And that was a crash. It's because it's asking for a, it's asking whether or not it has a, has this if it's not, doesn't exist. We need to do a has pedestals over here. Otherwise we can't actually, oh, what the frick is happening? Wait a second. No, this should be fine. Am I crazy? Map? Sorry, I'm going crazy. Yeah. No. Offset. Has to be a return, I assume. Missing return statement. Oh, even else. Else null? No freaking way. There's zero possibility that that works. Is this nullable? Okay. It's an optional. Yeah, you're right. It is an optional. You're right. So null should be fine. Let's try it. I'm against passing functions as arguments as a general rule. It's a good general rule of thumb. I think that's fair. But like, you know, let's see. All right, we're gonna test it one more time. Immediate crash again. Because I think it's still the same issue. Require non-null? Should I just do a require non-null like he says to tell me to do? That's just gonna throw a null pointer exception, so that doesn't make any freaking sense. That's just gonna do the same issue. I'm pretty sure this was a null pointer exception, right? No. Cannot invoke empty if recipe input.get item int is null. Yeah. Because it doesn't get a block entity. Because it should return a false over here. Oh. Because it's not gonna, if I do an optional dot empty, it's gonna try to return a list of objects instead of a list of item stack. So what I would have to do is I would have to do an item stack dot empty over here. That would work. So I can return an empty item stack. But it doesn't matter because it still calls this return for some reason. In the offset, has side pedestals. It's still, this is for some reason true. Which doesn't make any sense to me. Because it shouldn't be true. No, it actually is true. Because did I remove all of them? I did remove them, right? Still doesn't make any sense. What's your favorite mob or entity? Honestly, I don't know if I have one. Yeah, there you go. That was the issue. What is the offsets? So basically the offsets is the offset from this position. So this would be 0, 0. And then the offsets in this direction. So this would be 1, 2, 3 into the, let's say, X direction in this case. And then 0 in the Z direction. And then it's just these different positions over here as offsets. Saved as offsets as vector 2 integer vectors. All right. So now that we have the pedestal, what we can do is we have a main pedestal. We have a side pedestal. What we can do is we can set down the main pedestal. Then, look at this. Bop, bop. Exactly. We can fill this all up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And now, you don't even know, okay? We take the redstone. We put it into the side pedestals right here. We take a diamond. And it doesn't do anything. Unknown recipe category. This is just because of the client book. This is actually worse than... this is actually very bad. And I can tell you why. Because this means that the recipe is being read in completely normally. But it has issues on the has recipe. So I guess we're just going to go into the has recipe method over here. No, you don't understand. We're going to go to the pedestal recipe. I'm going to ask about this. Ah, look at this. Ah, someone was right. 0 is diamond. 0 is diamond on the ingredients, meaning that the ingredients need to be shifted by +1. Yes. KP Dragon, I'm pretty sure, was it? Yeah, I told you. Yep, he did. He did tell us. So we need to shift this by +1 because there's a mismatch in length between the side pedestal number of items and the number of ingredients that we have. For the love of God, please just stop the frickin' thing. I just want, thank you. I don't know if you can hot swap that. I mean, you were probably able to do that, honestly. You're right. It might have been able. I don't know though. I'm not 100% sure. The music has stopped. Let's not do a sad song. Let's do my favorite song. Whoa! Now we get an issue in the matches method. Probably out of index, right? Yeah, of course. Oh, because I'm already doing that with the ingredients, though. Well, shit. We're already doing that. No, I'm not. Wait. Everyone shut up. Ingredients is a non-null ingredient list. This is correct. Yeah, because we need to do ingredient size. And then do a +1. That's the issue. The worst part about all of this is that when we enter the game, it's immediately going to craft once it works. So that means that if we don't, if it works, then it's not gonna crash and it's immediately gonna craft. So it's gonna be a little bit anticlimactic, as you can clearly see. Or it crashes again. Where's my issue right now? I'm going crazy right now. No, I know why. This needs to be, you need to do this. You need to do this. You need to get 8, right? So we need to get the size of 8. Yes, this is what we need. You're correct. It's not -1. Well, or we could do -1, but it is the amount of side pedestal items that we want to go through. And the issue becomes that if we were just doing pedestal recipe input that gets size, then we would get all 9 of them, which is obviously not what we want. We only want the 8 that are inside of these side pedestal items. And doing this also ensures that it's going to be generalized and not hard coded. So that means bada bing bada boom. Fuck you. Why? No value present. At least we're getting a new thing. Recipe.get. Hello? It should be present. If has no recipe, return. If has recipe. If recipe is not present. What? If recipe present. Hä? Was? But why would the optional be empty? It changed. You're right. Oh man. Oh. You're right. I removed the items from the side pedestals before I exchanged the item in the main pedestal. Oh no. That's so stupid. Oh damn, man. Kaupen got so confused he switched to German. I just watched a little bit of Ohne Pixel, which is not good. He does like CS stuff, Counter-Strike, and he always says "Was?" And I kind of like that. I need something like that. I need something that but I can't take "Was" now because like that's already taken. What is another thing that I can do in German? Hä? You could do that, but it doesn't have the bite of "Was." What other thing is there? Okay. Alright, we're gonna do this one more time. BMW. Alright, we're gonna set down our main pedestal. This will spawn our ghost blocks, and now I can right click with our side pedestals and Amazing. Then what we can do is, just you wait. We put in redstone dust all around here. And then we put in a diamond. And what is going to happen? That's going to happen. Exactly. And what we can also do is we can also fill this with gold blocks right here. Oh, what? What? Yeah. And you know what's going to happen then? Boom! That's what's going to happen. This might be the best thing I've ever created in Minecraft. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, guys. First try. I would never say such a thing. Du Rindfleischetikettungsüberwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz. Nah, I think it's... We need something a little bit more flame, a little bit more, you know, German confused expressions. Okay, that's not quite what I had in mind. Ins Fettnäpfchen treten. Nee, that's not what we think. There's a bug in the rendering when the ghost block overlaps with the water. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is unfixable. That's unfixable, I'm pretty sure. But before, we actually had a worse bug where the thing that you see when it's like overlapping, that was all of the water the entire time. So I'm pretty okay with this. I'm not bothered by that in the slightest. Does it work when you place the main pedestal item at the end? Yes. It doesn't. It should not matter in what order you do it. Or maybe it does. What? What? Eh? Not enough Inferium essence. True! Actually, so true. No. If as soon as I... No. As soon as I do this, it should work again. Oh. No. You are right. It's not the order, it's that you can only do every recipe once. What? What? Hä? Was laberst du, Bruder? Consumable recipes. What the f... Puts recipes in a wild true loop. This is a pretty cool concept. Wie bitte? But that's so... Like... we could do that, but like, I don't know. We'll have to workshop it, okay? We'll workshop it, guys. Something not being reset after completion. Well, it has to be the output. We're getting the output item, which is not... We have to get the... We have to get result item. That's why. The output item gets overused up instead. I'm pretty sure. I don't know why, but I think it gets used up. Here we could just do banal in theory. Yeah. I think warum is softer. Warum? Maybe. could work. Okay, so just to double check, the order should not matter. There you go. Works first time. And then we do this again. Yeah, now it works. As I said, the order does not matter. Awesome. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, you're modifying the recipe's item stack. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the thing. That was the issue. Awesome. But now it works. And you can see, you can do it in whatever order you want.
Accompany me to glory or doom.
Hey, listen. CFG, thank you for the follow. Listen, this is great. This is pretty good. I mean, it's like, it's you know. In the JSON, how does it know what item is on the top of the JSON file and which was in the middle? See, that's the thing. It doesn't know. So the way that we've defined it is as follows. The first ingredient right here is always going to be the main pedestal. And then these are just from north and then clockwise round. So if I were to, let's say, for example, change it in the following way. So this is top, right, right, bottom, left, bottom. So if I were to change this to diamond and change this to diamond, and we change this to diamond and we change this to diamond. Let's see what we can do now, or what we have to do now. So this is the actual order in order of the placement. So, yes, in order of placement. Yeah. Yes. So that means now what I have to do, I have to put them in the corners. Then I have to put them in here and... Huh? Come on. Just... You know why I use separate names for the slots? Oh, 1000%. It would be better instead of doing like an ingredients list to just do individual ingredients. I 1000% agree with you. I think that would be way better. What is if the player is facing the wrong way when using the pedestal? Well, it doesn't matter because what's going to happen is that when you set it down like this, let's say, for example, and then I do this, this is going to be the north, like the first direction, right? So it is, so the player should then know, oh, this is the first direction. That's just what's going to happen. Now I could theoretically make the pedestal rotate as well, based on the position, but I kind of don't want to. I don't know if I want to do that, guys. I'm gonna be real. Just a little bit. Nice. There you go. Pedestal crafting. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Crafting animation. No, I don't think so. Not today. Not today. That's a thing for another day, I think. That's pretty good though, man. That's pretty good. What if the pedestals are all placed manually? How will the player know then? Then I don't know. Then they don't. Maybe I have to make it. Maybe I have to make like a little notch in the texture or something. Like put a little notch in there at the top so that you know, okay, this is the north direction or something like that. I think this is why Mystical Agriculture doesn't care which ingredients go where. Yeah, I know. But a player could use a pedestal that another player put down and end up not knowing the orientation. So the recipes should be symmetrical. True. I know, but like, but still, I think I'm sort of done for the day with when it comes to the to the coding. I feel like you can make it. Recipes are always symmetrical. Yeah, I mean,
accompany me
fine.
to glory or doom.
It's okay. Dark Saber Master, thank you for the follow as well on Twitch. Thank you. I think it's fine, guys. I think there's not. I don't think it's an issue. I think we did pretty good. It could also have the same order, but not the same starting position. True. You're right on that. I think it's fine. I think it should be fine for the time being. I mean, at the end of the day, like, if you really want to change it up, you know what's happening in here. You should know. And if you mess up, then, I mean, fair enough. But, like, I think it should be fine. You could also... So... make it shapeless. It is shapeless. You want to make it shaped. We could also, in theory, make it so that when you set down the main pedestal ingredient, here's a crazy idea. We're not going to do it today, but here's a crazy idea. If you place down the main ingredient, it shows you as a ghost version what you should place around. That obviously means that you can only ever have one particular ingredient in the middle, but I don't think it's that bad of an idea. Just an idea as well. Could work, right? Could work. You have a GitHub for the live stream projects. I do! Yes. Yes, sir. That is going to be under github.com/Kaupenjoe/ livestream Neo 121.1. Bada bing, bada boom. Is this kind of an interactive crafting table? Dark Saber Master, I will show you. I will show you what we have made. And you will be amazed, okay? I'm telling you. You'll be amazed. You're going to be like, oh my god. You're going to be like, why did I already use my Twitch Prime subscription on someone else? I'm kidding. But let's see. So, we're going to do the following. So, I'm going to just remove all of this. So what we have is, we have a pedestal right here, okay? So we have a main pedestal. When we set this down, bada bing, bada boom, we get a shown ghost blocks over here. Now, of course, we could, just place them down like this. That's boring old stuff. No, we're going to right click and they're going to be automatically placed in order. Bada bing, bada boom. Then place a diamond right here. And let's say, for example, we just put in gold blocks all around. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. And suck. It crafts a nether star. As an example, right? We also have, in theory, redstone. And bada bing, bada boom. We changed this recipe. That's why it doesn't work. The pedestals are not good to deal with. I know this. I definitely have to change those, but we're going to be fine. Boom. And then we get another brick, which is obviously a stupid recipe, but the recipes can be easily changed. My primer news in a week, but I couldn't wait for my not so long-haired streamer. Honestly fair. Get a list of all items in the pedestal and just compare with the recipe so orientation doesn't matter. Listen, I mean, I could, but it's fine. No, it doesn't matter in one way or the other. I think we're gonna be okay. Is it decreasing the item counts in creative mode? It is, because I haven't implemented that it shouldn't decrease. It's literally the easiest thing to do, okay? We're just gonna do it. That's awesome, actually. I love it. Awesome. Okay, listen. I know. You were eager to see that it shouldn't increase. Look at this, right? It says shrink right here. What we do is if pplayer dot is creative, yes. And then if it's not creative, then you do this. Look at this. Look at this. Bada bing, bada boom. You just do this. Freaking insanity, right? Bada bing, bada boom. And we do the same thing on the side pedestal. for the decrement, and all of a sudden, hey, there you go. And now I can right click it and it's going to work totally fine. He likes to see the numbers go down. Doesn't Neo have a special method for this? Does it? Shrink if not in creative? I don't think so. I don't think it does. Also, it doesn't matter. Literally one if statement and then the thing in there. And now look at this. Look at this. I can now click it. But the issue is I get another one out. Right? If I right click it, I get another one out. But okay, fair enough. Done. Easy. Pretty sure you left an extra decrement there. I should not have, because there was only one. So this is a specific decrement over here for the main pedestal block, because that works a little bit different from the side pedestal block. That's why the side pedestal block only has one shrink over here, while the main one has two. Because the first thing here, that is handling the following. That's handling the setting down of the side pedestals. This one. Bada bing, bada boom. Awesome. There you go. Easy enough, man. Never mind, it's gone. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Almost never is an interesting concept. It consumes. It should be player has infinite materials. It consume. 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 Alright. Phenomenal. Okay. Listen. I wasn't sure we're gonna be able to do it, but we actually did it. The recipe works. And it's absolutely amazing. Look, exactly like this guy behind me. Wait, let me just remove myself for just a second. Look at this. Exactly like that guy behind me. Just that my pedestals don't look quite as nice. I will say that. We've done it, chat. We've done it. Yes. Yes. Your main pedestal will place pedestals in the air if the main one is elevated. That is correct. And? Does that matter? Should I make them fallable blocks? That would be kind of crazy. I don't even think you... Oh, this is a normal block entity, actually, right? I think that should work, actually. Nice job. Thank you. Anyway, that's going to conclude our Modding Monday today again. We are going to be back next week once again. Same time, 4 p.m. CEST. Probably doing some more pedestal stuff. I think, because genuinely the pedestal stuff is really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, and then maybe anything else, right? If I get like 3 emails again about certain topics or something like that. I know someone wanted an updated version of the 5x5 crafting table. I think we could do that as well. But you know, first we're gonna do that. What mode loader next? We're gonna continue with the NeoForge for now. So we're gonna continue to do the pedestal stuff in the NeoForge livestream project. Just get the, at least I would say, get the what is it called? The particles and stuff done. And then maybe we're gonna then after that port it to Fabric. I think that could also be fun and take a look at that maybe. Can you tell us the email to send suggestions to? Well, you're gonna have to find that on your own, but it is linked on my YouTube channel, for example, in theory. You can also, in theory, get the suggestions in put it in Discord, but yeah, like for video suggestions. I do have a channel for video suggestions. However, it's been unused for quite a while. Reason is probably because no one has access to it, because we changed our yeah, I need to do some stuff in Discord. Okay, it's a lot of stuff we need to do. Okay, we're fine. We're gonna be okay. Got you. Right. Goodbye. Yes. Thank you so much for watching. Any last minute wisdoms? I got no wisdom for you. The wisdom that I have is the thing that we talked about before. Okay, and the wisdom that we talked about before is go to Healthy Gamer GG. I'm telling you, genuinely, after this, go here and watch these 2 videos. Why you still haven't grown up, and you're stuck because you refuse to grow up. Watch these 2 videos. Even if the title does not speak to you, watch those 2 freaking videos. And in the first 10 minutes, you're gonna know if this is right, if this is something for you. These 2 videos absolutely positively changed my life in such a better way that is crazy. I've watched them 10 times over. I am telling you, go Healthy Gamer GG and then watch these 2 videos. I'm telling you. Even if, like, if you've learned anything from me in Minecraft modding, these 2 videos might be the most important videos ever made. I'm not even kidding. So, there you go. That's it. Watch those. I'm going to ask next time, okay? I'm going to ask next time. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, listening, subscribing, all of that jazz. And I would say I'll talk to all of you again next week when it's time for another Modding Monday. Until then. So, yeah.